as they become who they're meant to be. It's just the coolest thing.
That's so beautiful. What are the parts that are kicking your ass?
Girl. Well, first of all, my son's mean as hell. He's not nice. I left that part out. He's actually, and he's the kind of, my son told me the other day, I came back from the Pilates, I'm going to Stott Academy, getting my certification as a Pilates instructor.
Didn't we just talk about you doing too much?
I know. Here we go again. So my son, I come in the house and my son said, Mommy, you stink. I said, excuse me? He said, you stink. I'm like, well, I just came from the Pilates. That's why I'm trying to get in the shower. So he follows me into the bathroom while I'm taking my shower. He keeps peeking in, and then says, you're throwing water on me. And I said, well, son, I told you that you need to get your little ass up out of here. But you decided to come up in. You told me I was stinking. Then I came in to get a shower. Then you trying to tell me that I'm getting water on you because you don't know how to close the door and let me have my privacy. And I get out the shower. Mommy, I didn't really like it, how you was throwing water on me because you were stinking. And then that was crazy. And I knew why you was stinking. And that was really bad, Mama. You shouldn't have been stinking. The hell is wrong with you? He's off the chain. Off the chain. And it's so funny because you don't want to hit him. You don't want to pop that. We trying to be better than the generation before. So it's like, how the hell do I do this gentle parent thing? Because you about to get, you know what I mean? It's like you try to so hard to.
About to get got.
You going to get popped. You know what I mean? It's like so hard to keep it all together, especially because my son, I don't know what he was doing. We were in the airport. I was trying to get on his head. I was like, you need to bow. And he turned around. I was doing it he was in the back. So I'm like standing in his back and I'm like, you need to bow. And he said, what is you, a lizard? I said, who am I raising? I don't know, girl. I don't know.
Who's your village right now?
Oh my gosh. Well,
when Keke Palmer's baby daddy jumped on the internet and tried to shame her publicly for wearing a sexy dress as the mother of his child to an Usher concert, I feel like every woman's spidey senses were tingling. We knew that something about it came off as controlling. And the idea that he couldn't just have that conversation with her privately, but that he elicited the assistance of raggedy men all around the world, like all the men on Twitter that were trying to drag her and be like, mother shouldn't do that, or no wife of mine. First, she was never his wife. She was never his wife. But I feel like there was a part of us that knew this ain't right. Like, he really is kind of controlling. So now it comes out this man put his hands on Keke, America's sweetheart. Like, this is why, like, when a man is abusive, some of the things that they'll do is try to change how you dress. They'll change who you're friends with. They'll try to isolate you from family and friends. They'll try to work on your self-esteem. He was exhibiting the signs of an abuser by trying to be so controlling, saying that he was the man of the family. Not the man of the house, because he wasn't even his house. And she was never his wife. Man of the family, if a mother has 4 kids, 3 daughters and 1 son, the son is considered the man of the family. That's nothing to be bragging about. Like, what you want to say is that woman belonged to you and she didn't and she doesn't. Ring or no ring. I hope she gets custody, full custody, because some of the nasty details about him putting his hands on her in front of the son, in front of the 8-month-old son, I feel like we as women, we could pick up on the fact there was something off about that guy. And I hate that we were right.
You said nasty things to me. I didn't mean to say them back. That's my bad. It's my bad to say nasty things to you. Even if you did say nasty things to me, it's my bad to put my hands on you.
Armand!
Though you did whatever that you did that made me feel that way. Like, I'm going to take responsibility. Get with me.
Okay.
Don't know who you dealing with.
Y'all have no idea who you stepped up and played with. It's all good.
I'm trying to be nice to you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice because I thought you had some mental problems.
Nope.
So I tried to be nice. But you gonna talk about my daughter? You gonna harass my daughter? You gonna talk about Usher? You and your stupid family don't even understand the business. Usher, guys, are stupid.
So put some clothes on.
You are a stupid man.
She's a mom. She has to put some clothes on.
What?
She's a mom. She has to put some clothes on.
His family are crazy, chaotic,
Yeah.
harassing
Okay.
people.
So what my son
They
do?
are harassing my family. They are harassing my daughter.
So there's people who understand Keke, and there's people who are like, no, she's a mess, just like Darius is a mess. And then there's people like Darius' brother who loves being involved in this mess. he reposted a tweet by Daphne that says this: Keke Palmer is in hot water. She's not, but she had the sisterhood believing her baby daddy was violent and unfit to be a father. He submitted receipts in the court of Keke admitting to not letting him walk away, her assaulting him out of desperation, yet the sisterhood sided with Keke because of photos without context. You gotta remember it was actual video, but someone took still shots and shared those. Where is his apology? This happens to millions of men all over the world. They try to walk away. They're still called the aggressor. Cold world. Now, I don't know who the heck Daphne is, but this was some of Keke's texts. I get so sensitive and become so shell-shocked on the inside. I know when I love hard, and that's why I didn't want to be in anything. Then I fell for you and fell harder than before, and I'm scared I'm going to just spiral and spiral and spiral again. I feel so stupid. I gave you so much control over my emotions, and this saddens me. I lost myself in trying so hard to keep you and hold on to the space that I felt we shared. In that moment in the alley where you were walking away from me, I was just so crushed. The feeling that I felt I can't explain, and I'm still sitting in this very moment. I don't know why it was so hard for me to understand you walking away. All I saw was every deep moment we have ever had, and how I couldn't understand you turning your back on me. I had no space for your humanity, and I immediately tried to possess you, but you are not mine, you are God's. And if you didn't want to share yourself with me anymore, I should have respected that, and I'm sorry I didn't. You are not an object, and I cannot be so unhealthily attached to you. I'm so sorry for hitting you. I'm sorry for being afraid to lose you, and that turning me into acting out of fear and desperation. That was not the best me that you received, and I'm sorry for that. I'm mad at the situation. I'm mad at myself. I'm deeply affected and afraid because it's such a deep heaviness that I don't want to feel anymore. It's not your fault nor job to alleviate it from me. I honestly need to pray on it. I just hate how exposed I can feel. I'm just sad and sorry to be texting so much. That's what I truly hate, when things like this go down. I gotta be here at work. I have no time today to just sleep and heal. I was up all night. I forgot all my shit at home. I'm in every single scene. I did this all to myself. I'm sorry my texts are coming out of order. I did like this one comment that I'm going to read because it makes sense. As a former victim of abuse, I definitely hit my abuser back in the beginning. He probably has voicemails and texts of me apologizing to him as well. It doesn't negate the fact that I was abused by him, so we don't owe his brother. What he needs to do is focus on his own abuse allegations with his own BM. Darius is clearly abusive with Keke, and that video is likely not the first or the second or the 25th time he has laid hands on her. He was far too comfortable. Abuse doesn't start with a fist in the face. It starts by emotionally and mentally breaking the victim down till they are so isolated and so under your thumb that they will excuse away all your bad behavior as it escalates. That's truly why victims stay. It's like a drug addict chasing that first high. You are chasing the feeling of when they were good, nice, treated you amazing. The problem is that period never lasts. Everything is always your fault. Their insecurities you're the cause of. That's why someone seemingly so successful with so much access could find herself in this situation. So that's why to this Daphne tweet, I don't know why she thinks that Darius couldn't have still been the abuser as well. Or like he never laid hands on her. She's stuck on the one time he walked away versus when he was knocking her over the couch, over by the stairs, and dragging her across the living room.